morning.
Today, which was held as a final semester assessment for the speaking for academic purpose course, I, Nintang Matasari, as the host of this debate, will read out the schedule of activities and rules. Okay, before starting the debate session, let me introduce the members of each team. From government team have Siska Melinde as the first speaker, Vita Angela as the second speaker, Rangga Saputra as the third speaker, and Jaka as the fourth speaker. From opposition team have Nanda Karunia Feni as the first speaker, Marcelino Praina as the second speaker, Nadia Marta as the third speaker, and Sri Setiadewi as the fourth speaker.
Thank you, Moderator. My name is Siska Melinde and I am the Prime Minister. I stand in support of the motion. This House will make higher education free for all students globally. Access to education is a fundamental human right. Therefore, making higher education free is not only an ideological but an essential step towards global equality, economic prosperity, and social justice. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain the motion before we begin our arguments. First, post-secondary education, which includes colleges, universities, and vocational training facilities, is referred to as higher education. And second one is free for all. There are no tuition costs or major financial obstacles for students, and government or global partnership provide the money. And the last one is globally, relevant to all countries with modification determined by financial equality and collaboration between nations. This approach focuses in getting rid of tuition fees and as a first step, but it doesn't mean getting rid of additional expenses like housing. Ladies and gentlemen, free higher education guarantees that everyone has the same opportunities, no matter their financial situation. Education is a right, not privilege. Financial barriers often prevent talented students from poor families from pursuing higher education, trapping them in poverty. By removing these barriers, it allows people to succeed based on their abilities. UNESCO's 2021 report shows millions of students, especially in poor countries, cannot access higher education due to costs. The World Bank 2020 study confirms that eliminating tuition fees increases access and helps people move up in society. Ladies and gentlemen, making free higher education is also a smart investment for the future. A well-educated workforce leads to innovation, global opportunity, and sustainable development. Free education helps create talent locally, reducing brain drain. According to OECD's 2022 report, higher education drives economic growth, and the UN highlights that fair access to education is essential for the global development. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conclusion, free higher education is key to creating a fair better world, and it removes barriers, promotes equality, and supports global progress. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the moderator for the time. I'm Nanda Karunia Feni as the first speaker for opposition team. Today I will deliver my argument is free education can be a good idea. But many challenges and potential problems because of this. For the reason why I strongly disagree with this motion says very expensive course. If we want to make the free education for all people in the world, is really need a lot of money. And of course, need a level of international corporations. And there is also, since countries have different economic level, and if the money one used fairly like maybe corruptions or something else, it's really make it worse to everyone else. And the rich country get more and make it worse for everyone. And the second reason why I disagree with this motion is the quality of the education would go down. If we have a lot of students without enough teachers and researchers, the education is really get worse. And especially true with the countries are already struggling with the education. So even this education free is sounds great, but it's really hard to make it work. So I think that's all for me. Thank you so much for your attention and good morning. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So, we strongly agree with our mention today because free higher education for all students globally is an important strategic step, and higher education should be considered a human right. Every individual has the right to access education without financial barriers. This will reduce social inequality and provide equal opportunity for all, include those from low-income backgrounds. Free higher education contribute to social progress by create a skilled workforce of innovation and contributing to economic growth. Countries like Finland and Germany have successfully implemented this model, demonstrating that free higher education can enhance participation and the quality of the workforce. The government needs to view free higher education as a long-term investment, bring broad benefit society and the nation, rather than merely a budget burn. There are several reasons why we strongly agree with our mention today. First is accessibility and participation. Free education will increase community participation in higher education, especially for those from low-income backgrounds who are often hindered by tuition fees. This can reduce dropout rates and increase the number of the quality graduates. Second is reduction of social inequality. By eliminating tuition fees, socioeconomic disparities can be minimized, providing equal opportunity for all individuals to improve their quality of life through education. Third is improvement of human resources quality. Free higher education contribute to enhancing the quality of human resources, producing a more skilled workforce ready to face labor market challenges, thereby reducing unemployment. Fourth is positive economic impact. Educate communities tend to be more productive, within turn drive economic growth. Countries with free higher education such as Finland and Germany show positive results in educational quality and global competitiveness. Five is constitutional mandate. According to the 1945 Constitution, education is the right to every citizen, and the government is responsible for facilitating access without changing face. There are several reasons why we strongly agree with our mention today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for moderator. And next is Masino Fraina, and I'm from the opposition team. The change motion, same with Nanda. Neither do I disregard that the higher education free for all students globally. I will differ my argument. First, the job market will suffer immense influx of new graduates into the labor market. This the make case of position in the creating field and potential lower rates heading to enforcement. People be more interested in pursuing higher education than the job in other sectors that also recruit skilled workers, hindering economic growth. Next, it does not deal with root problem. Access to higher education is only one part of the solution. The root of poverty limits access to primary and secondary education, and gender inequality need to be tackled. This free return proposal address only college codes and do not try to return this fundamental issue. Concentrating only on a privileged few might true benefit. In other words, to free higher education has the aim improving access. It risks depressing the job market and just scheme offer different social challenge, including property, equality, access to basic education, and gender inequality benefit to this system might remain limited to select few without the solution of this crucial issue. Thank you.
So, first open point, the Prime Minister Siska Gandhi argued education is a human right and free higher education promotes fairness and our people who form our society. And financial barriers often affect the low-income countries. Low-income countries and most, and making it harder to access education and removing tuition fees help break the cycle. For instance, UNESCO Global Education Monitoring Report in 2021 shows that financial difficulties financial difficulties financial difficulties
Thank you for the opportunity. You mentioned free higher education can break cycles of poverty, right? So, in fact, in Indonesia, there's a lot of big gaps, especially between rural and urban areas. Like in schools in cities have better schools, while in the villages they have to face problems
allocating the budget for the infrastructure and also prioritizing the education. So we think we can help the government to fix the infrastructure and the education.
But, sorry, thank you for the question. But what about the fact, like in Indonesia, in the village right now, in the fact they have opposition situation side, like they have a really poor infrastructure. The government doesn't look situation like how you avoid it. But what about the fact in Indonesia, the government not have attention to the village, like they have a poor infrastructure and they have a low distance to school. What about you go ever in
So relating to the public executive committee, we propose what is the scope that needed for to work more of the proper infrastructure of the school. So financial difficulties prevent millions from attending. So financial difficulties prevent millions from attending higher education, which increases inequality. And countries like Germany and Norway offer free higher education, thus funded through progressive taxation and reform. Thank you. So funded through progressive taxation and reform economic stability and reduce inequality. OECD 2024. And free education motivate talent pool and reduce brain drain and drive innovation. And Indonesia key program proved that economical income countries can fund education for low-income students by relocating budget and prioritizing education. Government thinks of free education reality and the long-term benefits such as higher employment and education. And free higher education promotes fairness and economic growth and innovation. And this house must support a free education globally. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Nadia Marta, as the third speaker from opposition team dedicated to this motion. As Nanda and Marcelino told before, I'm totally agreeing with them that say the higher education cannot be free for all students globally. Why I will provide supporting data from medianality.com. The higher education cannot be free for all students globally because of several reasons. First of all, the higher education cannot be free because there's very high, expensive cost. For example, in Europe, they have a very high taxes over 70%. And the second one is why free higher education cannot be led to globally one because this is led to quality. UNESCO says countries spending income less than 6% because of poor facilities, which is a common problem in developing nations. And the third, as Marcelino pointed out before, this is related to job problem markets. When there are a lot of graduates, this is a competition jobs that increases or decreases. That means people really hard to find a job or looking for a job. For example, in Indonesia, 12% unemployed people are university and diploma graduate. And the last one is it doesn't solve any problem like poverty and inequality gender. For example, in Indonesia, many girls drop out, especially in rural areas, and there are really have a bad gap between rural and urban because in cities, school they have a better school instead of in villages they have a poor facilities. They have to face a problem like poor facilities infrastructure, and they have to through a long distance for school. So in conclusion, the four statement from Nanda and Marcelo to people that I can conclude is the first is it is very expensive cost, and second is they have to live in equality, they have to drop inequality, and the third is as Marcelo told before, they have a job market problem, and the last one is it doesn't solve problem like inequality, gender, and poverty. So that's all for me. I would like to say thank you for the invitation. Back to the director.
Thank you, moderator, for the time. I'm Jaka from government. Okay, as the government, which we would like to reframe that free higher education for all is strategic step necessary to achieve equality, economic prosperity, and global innovation. We have demonstrated that the first, equality and social mobility. Elementary tuition-free provides equal access for all school groups, address inequality and bridge the casual of poverty. And the second, economic growth and global development. Free education produces a skilled workforce, enhances productivity and increases innovation, as evidenced by countries like Germany and Finland. And the last, flexibility of implementation. The key program in Indonesia provides that even developing countries can prioritize free higher education. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to moderator for the time. I'm Susan Dewi from Opposition Team. As the first speakers, they will summarize the opposition team conclusion for finding of higher education. Absolutely, we cannot be realistic because it's so expensive. Colleges can lower quality of education, with more unemployment, further number, graduates, enough jobs for the students. Enough jobs for the number. Long to mention such as unequal access, especially for errors and women, is policy does not encourage. Instead, equal reward for an improvements in the quality